Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another power review, y'all. We got 2 more episodes left, I believe. This was Tommy's episode and I was so happy with this episode. Genuinely ecstatic by the time we got to the end of this episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we go back to Tommy having to get rid of Benny's body because Benny showed up to Tommy's because he found out that Tommy was the one that killed Joseph Proctor, his cousin. So he drops the body off at the shipyard or whatever, you know, where they crush the cars, and his mom picks him up. She makes some off-brand comment about Lakeisha, and he was like, Lakeisha's dead, Mom. Ghost killed her. And she was like, why would he do that, Tommy? And Tommy's like, for revenge, Ma, for revenge. Joey's daughter, Lisa Marie, is over at her Aunt Dolores' house, who is also a part of the family. She knows something isn't right. They haven't heard from Uncle Benny in a while now. He usually calls every hour on the hour to prove he's alive. That's the family rule. But Benny hasn't called since last night, so Lisa Marie is worried. Aunt Dolores, who is an exact replica of the 1950s Barbie doll, is worried too, but she's trying to keep her head cool. And then here comes Vincent knocking, okay? Dolores has already been putting in the calls to find out what's going on with Benny. So Vincent found out and came over to the house to say he's gonna help find out whatever is going on with Benny because he could possibly get in trouble if they can't find Benny. Because they'll think that he did it or he had something to do with it because they had a little beef the last time they talked. And Benny saved Tyreek and Ghost and Tommy when Vincent and his boys was about to kill him. So Vincent has to prove that he's still on the family side. So he leaves some, little security men outside of Dolores' house until they find out what's going on with Benny. Tommy tells his mom that he wants to move to LA and get out of New York City. I mean, everything is falling down around them. The police trying to get him. His whole organization has been brought down. Really, there's nothing left in New York for Tommy. The best thing for him to do is to up and leave and go try to rebuild somewhere else. You a hustler, baby. You can make it work. The same thing I say to Andre. Leave. Do it. His mama is wondering where she gonna get her cocaine from if her son ain't here to give it to her. I said, child, somebody should have took Tommy away through protective services a long time ago. Tommy still thinks that Ghost is the one that killed Lakeisha, so he's pissed. But his mom refuses to believe that Ghost would ever do something like that. She was right, but she was so wrong. So Lisa Marie has figured out that this recording in her necklace can be played on the computer. So she decides to play it, and you can hear Tommy killing Luis and them having that conversation about Lobos. I'm not doing this to you. Ghost is doing this to you. Gargle. That's the death gargle. Never mind. Dolores overhears it and, tells her to close the laptop down, and they have a conversation about being a woman in the family where you got to act like you're stupid so men can feel strong and smart. Aren't you tired of that? You know what? If you're stupid and you got a peen, you're still stupid. Why we always got to change ourselves so that y'all don't feel as dumb as y'all are? In order to prove that it's Tommy on the recording, because Lisa Marie has been paying attention, she has way too much information for her character on this show, okay? But we gonna let it ride. It's the end. I don't have time to argue about these things, okay? But she says she thinks the person on the tape is this scary man named Tommy. He's been to the house before. And she can take it to Tyreek and see if Tyreek can decipher if that's really Tommy on the tapes before they take it to Uncle Corleone or whoever who's the kingpin of the family that'll definitely be, sending some hitters out to correct whatever's really going on around here. But we want to make sure it's Tommy first before we take him, to Uncle Corleone or whatever his name is. So they go sit down and talk to Tyreek, and Tyreek pretends as if he don't know nothing. I have no idea who's on this recording, but can I take it back to my house so I can let my mom listen to it? Maybe she knows. Child, Dolores said, no, I've been around the way. I know somebody lying to me when they lying to me. Nah, see, I think you know exactly who that is. I think you and Tommy planned this whole thing. I think you helped him kill my cousin. And this recording ain't going nowhere. Lisa Marie thought Tyreek was her friend, but Dolores was like, oh no, Lisa Marie, Tyreek's not your friend. Tyreek goes to Tommy to tell him what happened, that this recording is actually floating around and they about to take it to one of the Italian families or whatever. Tyreek tells Tommy maybe this isn't the right time to kill Ghost now that this little tape is floating around. And I was so confused. I'm like, Tyreek, do you want your daddy dead or not? I mean, I'm confused. I felt like in this moment he was trying to get Tommy not to go and kill Ghost, but then later on it was like, oh, I ain't getting in between Andre trying to kill Ghost. Like, what had happened? I cannot wait for Tyreek's episode. So Tommy goes to Ghost's press conference when he's announcing his candidacy for lieutenant governor, and security clocks Tommy, okay? He looks suspect. So right before they start to walk over and close in on him, he leaves. He walks out. Runs into Rodriguez, okay? Detective Rodriguez has Lakeisha's personal effects. She also wants to run a deal by him. If he will get on the stand and testify against James St. Patrick, she'll give him immunity. Hell, she'll even let him ride on Pancho's murder. Tommy says that if you had something on me, I'd be arrested already. So unless you got something else to say to me, I'll be on my way. Like, you know, at the end of the day, Tommy ain't no snitch. It's never gonna go down like that. So he gets in a car and leaves a message on BG's phone because, see, Tommy still doesn't know at this point that BG was murdered by Dre. He don't know that. So he calls and leaves a message on his phone saying, oh, I know you must have told on me about Pancho. Don't let me see your snake ass on these streets. And then he looks through the bag that has all of Keisha's stuff in it, and he sees Tasha's earring. It's the same earring that Holly stole from her, however long ago that was, okay? First, second season, I can't remember. But either way, he remembers those earrings. So he goes to Tasha's place and says, oh, you left something at my house, didn't you, Tasha? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about, Tommy. I've never been to your house. Come on, Tasha. I recognize your earring, Tasha. All I want to know is, did you do it alone? Okay, he's trying to find out if Ghost sent Tasha to kill Lakeisha. But she was like, no, that's not what happened. I came here to talk to Lakeisha and I saw that she was about to pack up and leave and she had signed some papers with Rodriguez. She was about to flip, Tommy. What would you have done? I had to do what I had to do. She reached for a gun. I panicked. Tommy says at the end of the day, you still the one that pulled the trigger, Tasha. Tasha says, okay. But you got to take care of Yaz and Reek. And if I had to go, at least it's you. All right? So she turns around, y'all. You know, from this shooter execution style. But Tommy had a change of heart, you know. I don't know what happened in that moment, but he decided not to kill Tasha. I was like, what happened? Like, he was just about to kill her. What happened? Did he feel bad? Is that what happened? I don't know. Did he see something that we didn't see? What's going on here, Courtney? So Dolores is going to meet with the family, right? Supposed to go and meet with the mobsters in the family. And just because Vincent left 2 bodyguards outside her door, she thought it was safe enough to leave Lisa Marie in the house by herself. I said, what kind of stupid shit? Like, why would you leave that little girl in the house by herself? I don't care if they got 2 men standing outside. That's a little girl that you left in the house by herself. Like, seriously, I just kind of felt like that wasn't the time. Like, everybody's dead. And you gonna leave her by herself? Okay, little girl that lost her mama, daddy, and her favorite uncle in a matter of a week. And this is cool to you to leave her at the house alone because Vincent's boys are outside? Really? The extras? Dolores, oh Lord. So then we see Tommy have his meeting with Ghost on the roof. And Ghost is giving Tommy the farewell speech about how he got to deal with this. It's his fucked up shit. He going to live a better life and all of that. And then somebody starts shooting at them. And this is when we thought it was the Italians, okay? But then we saw Cedric the Entertainer turn up dead on the ground. So we know something else is going on because nobody's going to use Cedric the Entertainer to just shoot him and kill him and then leave him on the ground, never to be seen or heard from again. Like, no, that's Cedric the Entertainer. Explain yourself. Tommy goes to Dolores' house and kills the 2 guards with such ease. It was ridiculous, okay? Like, it was just, okay? Called them and got them into the back of the house, okay? Dropped the garbage can top, got one to come, then got the other one to come, and then shot both of them. Not before one of them sent the backup text message, so people coming. So he just hurry up, go inside, get Lisa Marie, tell her to get her little laptop, and let's go. Now, Now, he doesn't know Lisa Marie has the original copy of the recording in her necklace. He think it's on the laptop, but they on the move. He takes Lisa Marie back to his place and gets his mom to watch her. Now, the mama might be messed up, but she not okay with Tommy killing the kid or kidnapping her, okay? So, yeah, she's doing a lot of things that she shouldn't be doing during this time. She definitely probably wasn't the best person to call for this. But you know what? All's well that ends well. Let's press on. So he calls Dolores and makes a deal to exchange Lisa Marie for the recording. Then he goes home and finds his mom braiding Lisa Marie's hair and giving her a little bit too much information about James St. Patrick being Ghost, and how Tommy and Ghost are best friends, and how Ghost is just like one of her children. Like, yeah, giving way too much backstory, and Lisa Marie is just listening with wide-eyed intelligence. And this is when Paz comes. Paz, whatever the hell her name is, I don't care. Angela's sister. Angela's sister comes there with her gun and some money, trying to get Tommy to kill Ghost all manically and everything, and then he just kicks her out. When the mom and Lisa Marie come back from hiding on the side of the door, the mom is like, well, damn, I guess you're not the only one trying to kill Ghost, huh? Then his mom starts to ask him what he's gonna do with Lisa Marie. He shouldn't be killing a kid. He shouldn't be kidnapping a kid. What is he gonna do? This is too much, Tommy. You've gone too far. All of that. But it's like, girl, as long as he's giving you your cocaine, you've never really cared, so don't care now. So Tommy takes Lisa Marie and they get in a car and they driving. And she finds the ring that he was supposed to give to Lakeisha, and it makes her remember this ring that her dad got for her mom at some point. This very beautiful ring that her mom said she would give to her when she got married one day, but then her mom pawned it for drugs, said she would go back to get it, but then she relapsed, and then this last time she didn't come back from the relapse. Then she asked Tommy if he killed her dad. And Tommy's like, you know, I know you knew what your dad did, but do you know what your dad did and what type of person he was and all of this, you know, like basically trying to run that, you know, I know you know your dad, but you ain't really know your dad, and that's why I killed him type thing, but never really admitting that he killed Joey to her, because you just can't trust nobody, okay? She got a wire, you know, recording right now. How I know she not wearing a wire? I'm not gonna check no kid, you know what I'm saying? So he never really admitted, but she tells him that she knows who her dad really was. She heard him talking to Uncle Benny about how he got her mom to relapse, didn't do anything to help her, and then watched her die, all to protect Lisa Marie. Just like Uncle Benny, they were always just trying to protect her, and now all of them are gone, and she doesn't have anybody else left. Oh, and she misses that ring more than she missed her mom. Ain't that messed up? I said, no, your mom was trash. But that started pulling on Tommy's heartstrings. Her being out here in this world with nobody, knowing that you basically killed 2 out of the 3 people that she could count on. Then he gets the call from 2-Bit and finds out that it hasn't been Ghost this entire time trying to tear down his organization. It's been Dre. Realizing that Dre is going to go and kill Ghost, he drops Lisa Marie off back at Dolores' house and says, tell your aunt that I didn't touch a hair on your head. I gotta go and save my friend. I wasn't gonna save him, but now I gotta save him. So now Tommy is trying to go and save Ghost because he knows somebody's gonna come and try to kill Ghost. He thinks it's Andre, right? But first he stops and goes to talk to Tyreek. I was like, oh, was that smart? Was that what we should have put in the writing right here? But whatever. When Tommy talks to Tyreek on the roof, and it's right, I guess, when the whole little party was going on down in Truth, and Tyreek was supposed to be there because he's dressed in a suit and everything, right? And Tommy's like, look, bro, you got to help me save your dad. I know we have our own issues, but we could be a family again. He wasn't doing all of this terrible stuff to me that I thought he was doing. Well, at this point, Tyreek don't care. Tyreek said, I'm not getting in between Andre trying to come and kill my dad. Fuck Ghost. Tommy's like, all right, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Tommy's going to go and do it himself. Tommy gets in his car. He's driving down the road, and then Vincent pulls out in front of him, and one of Vincent's henchmen pulls in the back of him. Vincent thinking that he didn't caught Tommy, and Tommy's like, oh, okay. So then Tommy runs full speed into Vincent's car, then backs up and runs into the bodyguards, jumps out. One of the bodyguards was already down because he had a piece on him. He shot 2 of them, got one of their guns, shot some other guys. Then, when he went to kill the last guy who was like, Tommy, I don't have no beef with you, and Tommy still killed him, Vincent put a gun to Tommy's head. I was like, oh. See, that's how you know that people won't talk too much. You should have just blown Tommy's head off right then and there. But oh no, you are wounded, bleeding, limping, and you want to talk to Tommy? Of course, Tommy wrestles the gun out of Vincent's hands. But not before Vincent said something that I heard, but I don't know if Tommy heard, about how the only reason we found you was because of Tyreek. Now, Tommy then proceeded to pistol whip the shit out of Vincent and then shoot him and kill him. But did he hear the part where he said Tyreek was the reason why they knew what Tommy was? What's up with that? Did they follow him or did he say something? I can't wait for Tyreek's episode. So Tommy starts walking back to Truth and he sees Dre in the car. All right, we remember when we saw that when Dre was supposed to be leaving with his girl and he saw Tommy. Well, Tommy is thinking that he must have just came from killing Ghost. So Tommy runs into Truth to find Ghost shot in the chest, in the heart, on the ground, bleeding out, okay? And he's like, oh, come on, Ghost. We've been through worse than this. Nah, Tommy, not worse than this. Not worse than this. I said, if somebody shot in the heart, this nigga got a whole bunch of dialogue. But either way, we see somebody come up. We didn't see them, but Tommy saw him and he pulled his gun. But Ghost was like, let it go. So he let it go. And he's standing there and he, holding his hand as his brother is on the ground dying. And he hear the sirens and Ghost was like, you gotta go, Tommy, you gotta go. I'm like, nigga, you ain't dead yet. You still got all this breath to breathe to talk. Talking about, like, I'm just saying he should have been dead at this point. That was like straight in the heart. But either way, Tommy knows who killed Ghost, but it wasn't him. So he runs off. The next morning, he get back to his mama house. She's crying, distraught. She'd already been to the lawyer's office, okay? And she thinks it's him. You killed him. You killed my son. And it's like, girl, Tommy is your flesh and blood. Are you serious? But Ghost left her some money. And he also left a folder with some contents that we aren't sure of at the moment for Tommy. But she said, take it and get out of my house. I don't even want to see you right now. Okay, because to her, Ghost was her good son. Tommy is the bad son. Okay, Tommy always needed Ghost. And you killed him because you was jealous. And he always got the girl and all of that. And Tommy was like, Ma, I'm my own person. And I ain't never want to be Ghost. I ain't never want his life. And the way she talked to him, and then she told him that Ghost left her money, so now she don't need Tommy. Tommy said, well, I guess I don't have no reason to stay here. So he dropped the keys on the floor, I guess, to her house, took the little folder, went and cleared out his apartment, went and found his car, and I'm guessing that was what Ghost had left for him, which was his original old school car. Oh, he was so happy for him to pull that sheet back and get in that car. Then he sees Spank coming out of a corner store all lackadaisically with juice and chips. And he's like, oh, man, come on. They was throwing life at me, son. Come on now. But I'm still your boy. Like, Spank sitting up here, like, not paying attention to Tommy's energy at all as they have this casual conversation. But Tommy was like, yeah, I'm about to leave. He was like, oh, where you going? What you doing? He was like, oh, if I tell you, I got to kill you. And he was like, California. And then he hurried up and killed him. Shot him right through the eyeglass, right in the eye. And then Spank was out like a light on a corner in broad daylight. Rock-a-bye, baby. And then Tommy rolled up at Dolores's house and Lisa Marie came outside and she gave him the copy of the audio. But then upon, further conversation, she gives him the original that was in her necklace. And he was like, you had this the whole time, kid? Some smart shit. If you ever want to deal with me because you feeling some type of way about what happened with your dad, I'll understand. Okay, y'all know all the real ones got to have this type of conversation. If you've ever seen Kill Bill, you know that when she went and killed Vernita Green, a.k.a. Vivica Fox, she told Vivica Fox's daughter that, if one day you still feeling salty about it and you want to come get even with me, I'll be waiting on you. Lisa Marie told him that she knows he killed her dad, so there's this understanding. And so Tommy gets in his car, y'all, turns on the radio, heading out of New York. And Regulators. Y'all, when that Regulators came on, I was like, nah. Dun, 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 dun. Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Yo, it was a vibe. It was a vibe to watch Tommy ride off like almost into the sunrise with Warren G regulate playing in the background. It was everything. It was everything. I was living for this moment. Oh, Lord. Before he turned regulators on, though, he heard that Rashad Tate might take James St. Patrick's spot as a nominee for lieutenant governor. I said, Rashad has more to do with this story than we knew, huh? I can't wait to find out what has transpired from that angle. But yeah, y'all, Tommy got out, man. Shout out to the realest one on the show, Tommy. But yeah, y'all, it was good. I enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.